Hi everyone, and welcome back to 417 Fox. I've got something to get off my chest. I didn't plan to do this video. I absolutely never planned to do a video like this, but I think it needs to be said. Guys, I'm going to share a few stories that I've had and my personal experiences with a couple of different online retailers. And you guys have probably had a lot of similar experiences yourself. But in my opinion, it's so easy to pounce on a company when something doesn't go right versus when they are doing things right. They don't get to hear that enough. So I'm going to do my part to say thank you, and thank you specifically to LMR. LMR has nothing to do with this video, but I got to share a couple of things with you of my personal experiences with LMR and a couple of other companies. So to start off, look guys, when I first started this channel, I reached out to LMR and I told them, hey guys, you're my go-to supplier. Is there any way that you can help partner with me? I'm trying to build, so what I was doing, I was basically trying to start building the relationship with LMR for maybe future relationship opportunities for this channel and LMR to work with each other. Now look, I didn't expect them to do anything, but I was just putting it out there. It's like, hey Michael, we're not doing any sponsorships right now, but and they basically didn't say anything about the size of my channel, any of that. They said, hey Michael, we're not doing any sponsorships right now. Hey, so we're going to go ahead and send you some banners if you'd like to help decorate your shop. I'm like, cool, thank you. Well, hey, look, there they are right up here. Hung those things right off the bat. Is that free advertising for LMR? Absolutely it is. And you know what? They deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. So before I ever started the channel, a few experiences that I had with LMR. They screwed up on one of my orders. I can't remember if it's this car or the other one. And their customer service manager called me, apologized for the screw up, sent me a gift card for a future purpose there, and sent me a cool shirt. I didn't ask for any of that. They go above and beyond to make things right when they make a mistake. And it's not like you have to push them to make things right. There's a difference between a company jumping out there and saying, you know what, we made a mistake and here's what we're going to do to make it right. There's so many companies out there that will make a mistake and hopefully they can get out of it for as least trouble as possible on their side, not taking into account how much trouble you may have caused the consumer. On the other side of that coin, the other large company that sells a lot of Mustang and Jeep parts, they I had purchased, what was that I purchased from them? The headlights that used to be on this car. I bought a headlight kit from them because they actually had a premium headlight kit that was a reproduction headlight kit that was different than what LMR sold. So I got that in, and I literally was getting this car ready for its very first car show and noticed that the quality was terrible on these headlights. Plus they leaked. I went and washed the car and they leaked right off the bat. So I reached out to that company. It's like, hey, we kind of got a problem here. And they're like, oh, sorry, you already installed them. Nothing we can do. I'm like, yeah, they're brand new. And I just, well, sorry, there's nothing we can do. You've already installed them. Okay, all right. So that made me a decision from that point on. I've never purchased personally anything from that company again until recently. We actually had the LX taillights that are actually produced by, I think, from the same manufacturer for that company and LMR. LMR was out of them, so was this company. This company actually showed a sooner arrival date for those for the two-tone Cobra clone. So Nick made the purchase for those through that company. They arrived and one of them was cracked right out of the box, and I don't think it actually happened in shipping. It was very obvious that there was no damage to the box, anything like that. So I reached out to them and I was like, hey, we got a problem. Like, well, sorry, we're out of them right now. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. They weren't for sure when they're going to get some more. I said, well, is it okay if I go ahead and install the cracked one so at least the car could be finished for the car show? Sorry, if you install it, we won't be able to give you another one. All right. So I even tried to escalate it up, and the guy basically told me to pound sand. I did go on social media and share my experience on that. Bill Tunis, and if you guys watch some of his videos, you know what company I'm talking about. He reached out to me personally and took care of the situation. But it should have never got to that point, right? So going back to LMR, I'll tell you a couple of the experiences that I've had with him. The front headlights for the two-tone Cobra clone came from LMR. They had a crack in the one of the side marker lights. I reached out to LMR, hey, showed them some pictures, here's this light, and they're like, hey, no problem. Those are out of stock right now. Would you like us to go ahead and wait to ship you when the new ones come in? I was just thinking they would just give a side marker light. You know, I didn't know you couldn't buy them individually. Or a credit. So I asked Nick, he's the one that purchased them. And he said, yeah, just do the credit and we'll get them down the road. He's like, I may even change to get the smoke ones. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. So they immediately sent over a gift card for the whole amount, which I think was about $150 for that headlight set for the Ultra Clears. Yep. And there's numerous times, and I can't even count all the times that LMR has stepped up to the plate. But what made me come do this video today is that this weekend I took my car to a car show, went to roll down the window, and it hung up, and then it would not roll back up. And I'm like, man, I just replaced both. I replaced door lock actuators and everything on this car. Got it all from LMR. So I went back, pulled my order up, and I was just wondering what kind of warranty that they had on the window motors. Sent them an email to product support today, this morning, not even early this morning, and I think it's like around noon today. Sent them that this morning, said, hey, what kind of warranty do we have? This thing's already stopped on me. And they're like, hey, Michael, it's actually out of warranty. It's only a 1-year warranty on the 5.0 Resto product, and you're 4 months outside of that warranty. But no worries, we're going to go ahead and take care of it anyway. I never if they would have said, hey, it's out of warranty, I'd be like, okay, well, it's out of warranty. No. Say, what's your address? We're going to ship you out another one. That's the kind of company that I want to buy from, and that I will continue to buy from, even if it costs more. So guys, when you're choosing a company to purchase from, it's not always about price. It's not always about availability. It's about that customer service. And I will spend more money for the exact same product to purchase it through LMR than I will from other companies that are out there. And I'm not saying all those other companies are bad. They just don't have the customer-focused or customer-centric policies that LMR does. Okay, so I've got one other story for you. And this just goes to show you what kind of company LMR is. It was when I was putting this car together. I had purchased a couple of cans of their titanium paint for painting the center console on this car. And did all the prep, did everything like normal. I painted it, and it was, I don't expect it to be exact, but this car was actually a garage queen all of its life. So you don't have a lot of the sun fading like you do in the yellowing on this interior like you do see on a lot of cars that, you know, have been sun aged on the interior. But it wasn't even close, guys. And so what I did, I didn't actually blame LMR. I don't think LMR did anything wrong. I got on some of the Fox Body forums and was asking, hey, and I just mentioned, hey, this is the paint I bought from LMR. Didn't say a bad word about LMR whatsoever. Do you guys have any tips or tricks of how you can get this to match? I was just looking for advice on. Immediately, a guy from LMR reached out to me online through Facebook and said, hey, sorry you had that problem. We're going to get you taken care of, man. I'm like, man, I wasn't asking for you guys to do anything. I don't think you did anything wrong. Oh, no. We know we've had a few issues with that paint, and we want to make it right. They sent out, I don't know, a gift card, plus some more paint, and then they said, hey, go buy some locally. I can't even remember all the details. But I wasn't even complaining about LMR. I was just saying I had a problem and I needed help. That's the kind of company that gets my business, guys. And again, I know this is a weird video. Maybe this is a weird video for you guys. I don't know. But I think many times it's too easy for us not to say when a company is doing things right. It's so easy to complain when a company does things wrong. Remember that. I'm sure those guys that are working at LMR love to hear when they've done things right and they've gone above and beyond for their customers, and they do it each and every day. And how many times do they never get to hear it? So hey, LMR, I hope you get to hear this video. I really do, because you know what? You guys are the best. There's a reason why you're the best, because you put your customers first. And if you put your customers first, your customers will put you first, and that's me. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the next one.